Question 752. Would you rather be an unknown superhero or a famous villain?
Unknown superhero.
Unknown superhero. Don't even have to think about it.
By definition, if you're a famous villain, the chances are you're well known and you've probably been caught, which means you ain't that fucking good of a villain.
And then you got to worry about David, his capital punishment shit.
You could be famous for getting fucking hung or something. So
yeah.
No, unknown superhero is definitely a better choice in that.
And a lot of the superheroes are unknown. The superhero themselves are, but the person behind it aren't, because that's
no.
their secret
You're
identity.
right, but we are talking here about someone. Imagine if you're the one that Lost is a good example. The button in Lost. You got to press a button every hour that saves the world. What? Oh, right. There's a button you've got to press every 90 minutes. If you don't press it, nuclear bombs go off and kill the world.
Yep.
Right, you're a hero. You press that button, but you are completely unknown to the world.
Yeah. Well, there you go. It's like, I can be a hero at the same time keep my fucking privacy.
Okay, I can't find my excessively fancy fidget spinner, so I'm going with a Margaret Thatcher head mug.
We moved on from that question 3 hours ago.
It was so
Would you rather
yesterday.
be an unknown superhero or a famous villain?
I think Badger is a famous villain.
I'm getting that way.
Listen to his laugh.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna go with. Are we talking about a super villain
Yes.
with like
Yeah.
a secret identity and shit?
Yes.
Fuck it. I'll go with famous villain then.
B.
Then I can get all kinds of branding deals.
I'm gonna go with unknown superhero, because who the hell wants the rest of your life fucked up because everybody knows who you are? So I'd rather go behind the scenes and help people, and then just go about my life so nobody knows I did it.
Yeah.
I think I'd be a famous supervillain.
Yeah.
Who is by the supervillain thing, I'm assuming they have the whole secret identity as well. So I can go out and do dastardly deeds visibly and publicly in my villainous alter ego.
Can you have
and
a
then the rest of
moustache?
the time, of course. And then the rest of the time, I can just, I can get all kinds of cash from having villain branding deals and like licensing my cackle, and then I can just go home and twirl my moustache in peace.
Bee's just shaking her head like,
I just don't even know what to do with you, Badger.
If you're gonna go this secret identity thing, I mean, considering you already pretend to be a badger, there's
no pretending about it. You can literally see me. I'm here in my blanket fort.
Yeah.
Don't aggravate the badger.
You see, all I'd have to do.
Transparent, actually, there, Badger. Are you not feeling well?
No, that's the light from the light. Now, all I would have to do.
His journey into villainy he probably started around 2014, I think.
All I would have to do, to become a famous supervillain is, hatch some dastardly plan to sink Australia. Stop.
Well, that's not going to work.
Australia hasn't been sunk in 3.5 billion years. How the hell are you going to do it?
I'm not. That's the point. I just have to make people believe that I could have, and that Superman stopped me or whatever. So then I can license my cackle and pay off the mortgage on the borough or whatever the fuck. I don't know.
Badger. I would expect from you that there would be some a very, very evil scheme that will be perpetrated against the Disney company, is what I would expect.
Yeah, that's why my public scheme is to sink Australia, so then you don't actually notice me take over Disney.
Purple says, I could be an unknown villain and everyone think I was a hero. And Dear said, villain, because villains are more fun. Our Mannequin Man says, unknown superhero. Jenny says, unknown. Alicia says, unknown.
You could be a famous villain and be like President of the United States. Just saying.
Ricardo
Could we
says,
be a
unknown.
famous superhero who's an unknown villain?
Say that again?
Could we be a famous superhero who's actually an unknown villain?
See,
No.
out of the two options, I'd rather kind of be unknown. I just don't think I'd be much of a hero.
Well, that is one definition of unknown, isn't it? You might be a superhero in that you've got superpowers but never use them. Like, I can move things with my mind, and all it does is make my life easier at home.
Ricardo says, unknown hero, I don't want to get involved in politics. Our Monica Man says, most of us have already had relations with supervillains. Have we? How do you know who I've had relations with?
Everybody, as far as I know.
Yeah, you keep bragging about it, Dave.
I've never bragged about it. I didn't brag about anything.
To be a
Yeah.
superhero,
Sure,
You
Dave.
did earlier this stream.
No,
to
I
be
did
a
not.
superhero, though,
I said I had some friends I visited.
Oh yeah, that's what you call them, is it?
Bragger.
I've got some
bragger.
friends. Harmonica
You've got
Man.
friends that lead to happy endings. That's bragging.
Surely,
Certain
though,
benefits.
to be a superhero, you have to be a hero, though. Otherwise, you're just super.
Yes, he's not wrong. Save a couple of cats.
Yeah, you could be a hero to anyone. If you got kids, you can just be a hero to your kids. You don't have to go and be a
But I'm not much of a fan of cats.
Dogs. Mice.
You could go and
Ah,
save the badges, be part of the people who save badges, and
Yeah.
I already saved
then
a mouse, so yeah, I'm a superhero.
there you
He's
go.
already a superhero.
unknown hero. Except that's not unknown.
I thought
because
you've
you
recorded the
bloody
video.
told us.
Yandir says famous villain
Yep,
for me.
cat's out of the bag.
And that's another
Oh, the
problem for the
mouse
mouse.
Or the badger is.
Purple says the best superhero secret identity was Valkyrie in the original Defenders comic. Whatever gave her her powers erased her memory. So even she didn't know who she was before that point. Okay.
Oh, whoops.
Yandir says people dress
wow.
up as villains more. Bubblevis says I would be an unknown superhero and try to kill the famous villain.
Then you become a famous superhero.
Yandir, I'd probably be the bad guy. I'd rather be the bad guy. Donna says unknown for sure. Pine Snake says don't be silly, Australia is fake news. We're talking about types of superheroes now. Purple says I'll end up like Robin Hood, stealing from major corporations to fund charities. How sweet. Right.
What's wrong with that?
No.
Did we make it?
Manda.
Fine. No, fucking fine. Fuck you. Fuck you.
What?
Fuck you.
What?
They didn't answer.
I'm asking you.
No, you weren't, because you were just about to finish until you saw me do this. Do you know what that means?
The hello, Dave. Sorry.
He forgets he forgets people all the time. I mean, he forgets
He forgets himself, so I guess it's okay.
he forgets himself. I just realised where I ended that sentence. It made it sound like I said he forgets fucking, but
See, you would forget me, but I'd keep talking about Star Wars.
yes, we noticed.
Manda.
Okay, so as much as I would lean toward the villain side, just because I'm evil anyway, but I don't like attention, so so I would just go with the undercover superhero, because fuck everybody. I don't want anybody to see me.
I find I find this very interesting. We're all kind of people that don't really like attention, yet paradoxically we're on YouTube.
Hey, I
Yes.
don't mind attention.
That's because people harass us to start doing YouTube things.
See, I only
All right,
like
I better leave
attention.
now.
I only like attention.
Like
I only
Beth,
like
you have to
attention at
be on
times when I'm
YouTube
prepared.
so I can use my Dave name like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
See, I only like attention at times when I'm like ready.
When you're ready.
If it's not like attention time, and somebody tries to make me the center of attention, I'm just like, yeah, fuck off.
Very good. If you enjoyed that, please hit the thumbs up button. If you didn't, hit the thumbs down. If you think you've got a better answer or just want to tell us how wrong we are, leave a comment down below. Subscribe down here for new questions every day and make sure you hit the bell so you don't miss out on our live shows. If you click over here, you'll see our latest upload. Over here, for what YouTube thinks you'll love the most. And finally, for a complete playlist of all our currently released questions, click here.